Hello, welcome to another video from the Animal University channel. Let's go for the video. Anteater. Anteater, suborder Vermilingua, any of 4 species of toothless, insect-eating mammals found in tropical savannas and forests from southern Mexico to Paraguay and northern Argentina. They are long-tailed animals with elongated skulls and tubular muzzles. The mouth opening of the muzzle is small, but the salivary glands are large and secrete sticky saliva onto a worm-like tongue, which can be as long as 60 centimeters, 24 inches, in the giant anteater. Anteaters live alone or in pairs, usually mother and offspring, and feed mainly on ants and termites. They capture their prey by inserting their tongues into insect nests that they have torn open with the long, sharp, curved claws of their front feet. The claws are also used for defense. Giant anteaters and the smaller tamanduas use their hind legs and tail as a tripod when threatened, which thus frees the front limbs to slash at attackers. The giant anteater. The giant anteater, Myrmecophaga tridactyla, sometimes called the ant bear, is the largest member of the anteater family and is best known in the tropical grasslands, llanos, of Venezuela, where it is still common. It was once found in the lowland forests of Central America and still lives in the Amazon basin southward to the grasslands of Paraguay and Argentina. Gray with a diagonal white-bordered black stripe on each shoulder, the giant anteater attains a length of about 1.8 meters, 6 feet, including the long bushy tail, and weighs up to 40 kilograms, 88 pounds. This ground dweller is mainly diurnal, but in areas near human settlement it is most active at night. Using its keen sense of smell to track ants, the giant anteater walks with a shuffle, bearing its weight on the sides and knuckles of its 4 feet. When harried, it is capable of a clumsy gallop. The giant anteater is also a good swimmer. It does not seem to use dens or other resting places on a permanent basis, but chooses instead a secluded spot where it can curl up to rest, with its huge tail covering both its head and its body. Females bear a single offspring after a gestation period of about 190 days. A young anteater looks identical, except in size, to an adult, and, from 2 or 3 weeks following birth until it is about a year old, it rides on its mother's back as she travels. The home ranges of individual anteaters living in the llanos overlap and can cover more than 2,500 hectares, 6,000 acres. The giant anteater is the longest-lived anteater. One in captivity reportedly survived 25 years. The Tamandua. Unlike the giant anteater, the lesser anteater, or Tamandua, genus Tamandua, is arboreal as well as terrestrial. The 2 Tamandua species are similar in size, about 1.2 meters, 4 feet, long, including the almost hairless prehensile tail, which is used for climbing. They are often tan with a blackish vest around the shoulders and on the body, but some are entirely tan or entirely black. Tamanduas have shorter fur and proportionally shorter muzzles than giant anteaters. The tamandua, meaning catcher of ants in the Tupi language of eastern Brazil, eats both termites and ants and often uses the same pathway day after day in search of food. Although many species of ants are eaten by tamanduas, they are selective, eating relatively few ants of any given colony and avoiding those with painful stings or bites, such as army ants, genus Extant. Tamandua dens can be found in hollow trees and logs or in the ground, and individual home ranges cover about 75 hectares, 185 acres. The northern Tamandua, T. mexicana, is found from eastern Mexico to northwestern South America. The southern Tamandua, T. tetradactyla, is found from the island of Trinidad southward to northern Argentina. The silky anteater. Also known as the two-toed, pygmy, or dwarf anteater, the silky anteater, Cyclopes didactylus, is the smallest and least known member of the family. The silky anteater is found from southern Mexico southward to Bolivia and Brazil. It is not rare but is difficult to spot because it is nocturnal and lives high in the trees. It is also exquisitely camouflaged, its silky yellowish coat matching both the color and the texture of fibrous seed masses produced by the silk cotton tree, see kapok. During the day the silky anteater rests amid clumps of tropical vines, see liana. Silky anteaters seldom exceed 300 grams, 11 ounces. The animal's maximum overall length is about 44 centimeters, 17 inches. About one-half of that length is the furred prehensile tail. There are 2 clawed toes on each forefoot. The forefoot of the Tamandua has 4 clawed toes, whereas that of the giant anteater has 3 prominent clawed toes flanked by 2 small toes. The silky anteater has large eyes that allow foraging at night. The feet are equipped with heel pads that can be opposed against the claws, enabling the animal to grip small branches as it travels the forest canopy along lianas and other vines. Males live in territories of 5 to 10 hectares, 12 to 25 acres, that overlap with those of several females. Classification. The giant anteater and tamanduas constitute the family Myrmecophagidae, which means ant-eating in Latin, whereas the silky anteater is classified in a family of its own, Cyclopeidae. Together the two families make up the anteater suborder, Vermilingua, literally worm tongue in Latin. Anteaters, along with sloths, are placed within the mammalian order Pilosa of the magnorder Xenarthra. A number of animals unrelated to the Myrmecophagids are also called anteaters. The banded anteater, see numbat, for example, is a marsupial. The scaly anteater, see pangolin, was formerly grouped with Xenarthrans in an order called Edentata, but it has since been assigned to its own separate order. The short-beaked echidna is often called a spiny anteater, but this animal is even more distantly related, see monotreme. The African aardvark also belongs to a different mammalian order, yet, like the anteater, it has a tubular muzzle for eating ants and is sometimes called an ant bear. I hope you enjoyed this video enough and it was informative. Please like the video and subscribe the channel. Introduce us to your friends. Good luck to you all.